In crypto, the spotlight usually shines on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the latest meme coin. But what if a major blockchain project has been quietly building, aiming to be more than just digital money? Enter Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, a project that claims to be the original Bitcoin, designed not just for payments, but as a global data ledger for the entire internet. The core idea? Restore Bitcoin's original protocol and let it scale without limits. While others add layers or change core functions, BSV's supporters argue Satoshi's design was already complete and meant for massive scale. Imagine a blockchain that could handle everything: payments, streaming, legal documents, even social media, all on one public ledger. Unlike most blockchains that focus on decentralization through many small nodes, BSV believes in a network of professional, large-scale miners, like the internet's backbone. If a blockchain can process unlimited transactions for fractions of a cent, it becomes more than money. It becomes a universal, auditable database. This is where BSV's story diverges from Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. It's not just about better money, but a better foundation for the internet. Let's dive into its history, technology, and controversies to see why this quiet powerhouse keeps building, no matter the market's attention. To understand Bitcoin SV, we need to revisit Bitcoin's origins. Satoshi Nakamoto's 2008 white paper described a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, but as Bitcoin grew, a fierce debate erupted: how should it scale? One camp wanted to keep blocks small and build layers, like Lightning Network, preserving decentralization. The other believed Bitcoin should scale directly on-chain by increasing block size, arguing that small blocks were never part of Satoshi's vision. This split led to the 2017 hard fork, creating Bitcoin Cash with larger blocks. But even within Bitcoin Cash, the debate continued: add new features or lock down the protocol and focus on massive scaling. The latter group pushed for restoring the original protocol, enabling huge blocks and minimal fees. In November 2018, another fork split Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin SV was born, SV for Satoshi Vision. BSV's mission: a single global blockchain with massive blocks, aiming for enterprise-level capacity and stability. Its supporters see it not as an upgrade, but as the authentic original Bitcoin, finally unleashed. From this contentious birth, BSV set out to prove that scaling on-chain could unlock blockchain's full potential. The project's foundation is stability, scalability, and restoring Satoshi's original intent. Whether you agree or not, BSV's story is rooted in a battle over Bitcoin's true purpose. And that battle still shapes its path today. At the heart of BSV is unbounded scaling, no default block size limit. Unlike Bitcoin's 1 to 4 MB or Bitcoin Cash's 32 MB blocks, BSV lets miners decide, incentivizing them to process as many transactions as possible. Think of it like a highway. Bitcoin is a single lane. Bitcoin Cash adds more lanes, but BSV lets miners expand the highway as needed, keeping traffic flowing and tolls, transaction fees, low. This isn't just theory. BSV has mined gigabyte-sized blocks with millions of transactions, dwarfing Bitcoin's capacity. The result? Fees are often a fraction of a cent, making micropayments practical. On most blockchains, sending a few cents isn't feasible. The fee is higher than the payment. With BSV, you can pay tiny amounts for news articles, tip creators, or pay per API call. This opens the door to the Internet of Value, where money moves as easily as data. High-volume, low-cost transactions aren't just possible, they're the norm. BSV's scaling model shifts blockchain from rare, high-value transfers to everyday, high-volume activity. It's a fundamental change in what blockchain can do. The question is, will the world need and use this kind of scale? That's what BSV is betting on. BSV's vision goes far beyond payments. It's about transforming blockchain into a global, time-stamped data storage solution. Every BSV transaction can include data, not just money, thanks to large blocks and low fees. This means you can permanently record anything: a photographer's proof of ownership, legal contracts, academic credentials, supply chain records, even votes. The blockchain becomes a universal, immutable source of truth. No trusted third party required. Developers can build complex apps on BSV, payments, data, and smart contracts all on one ledger. BSV's scripting language enables automated contracts, like escrow that releases funds when conditions are met, Imagine a social network where every post and like is on-chain, and creators are paid directly. The goal: a stable, scalable foundation for a new generation of internet applications. BSV wants to be the backbone for a data-driven, user-owned web. In a hype-driven industry, BSV focuses on utility, not speculation. Its philosophy: long-term value comes from real-world use, not price pumps. BSV is more like laying internet cables than launching flashy apps, essential but not glamorous. Most BSV projects target enterprise solutions, data integrity, and micropayments, not meme coins or speculative NFTs. Companies use BSV for supply chain tracking, gaming microtransactions, and more. Business models that depend on high volume and low fees. This infrastructure-first approach can seem dull, but it's about building a reliable, scalable system for the future. Critics say professional mining risks centralization. Supporters argue it's needed for enterprise trust. BSV's bet substance will outlast style, and real utility will win as blockchain adoption grows. It's playing a long game, measured in transaction volume and applications, not daily price swings. BSV is one of crypto's most controversial projects, shaped by technical disputes, legal battles, and its association with Craig Wright, who claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto. Major exchanges delisted BSV in 2019, citing contentious behavior, making it harder to access and limiting its exposure. Critics dismiss BSV over personalities and politics, often overlooking its technical merits. Supporters see this as censorship and a distraction from the real debate. What should Bitcoin be? To understand BSV, you have to separate the technology from the drama and look at what's actually being built. Bitcoin SV isn't just another crypto, it's a radical attempt to restore Satoshi's original vision, a single global ledger for payments and data. Its journey has been turbulent, born from forks, shrouded in controversy, and largely ignored by the mainstream. Yet, BSV's network keeps growing in transaction volume and data use, with developers and businesses quietly building. The core idea: blockchain's value comes from being used, not just held. BSV argues for on-chain scaling, multi-purpose utility, and protocol stability. It's not financial advice, just a look at a unique approach to blockchain infrastructure. Sometimes the most transformative tech isn't the loudest, it's the one quietly laying the groundwork for the future. Whether BSV will reshape the internet is uncertain, but its story is a reminder: revolutionary ideas often hide in plain sight.